Sneak peek, color of the day. Welcome back everybody to the world's worst fishing. I'm Chris Jones. Thanks for being here today, taking time out of your busy schedules to join us for another video. Man, we're finally getting some nice weather. Sun's finally out again. I know a lot of areas in the country are not so fortunate, so I hope everybody is being safe and doing the best that you can. We are all pulling for Texas and any other states that have been affected. But today we're going to do some color matching, and I'll show you the bait. So it was, I don't know, 2 months ago now maybe, the last time I did like a big brand remelt where I went out and got store-bought baits and then remelted them. I came across the Gambler Burner Craw, I believe this is called, and I saved one because the color was just gorgeous. It's like a June bug laminated with a green pumpkin base. And it has some tiny gold flake, a little bit of that small green flake that might just be bleed over from the June bug, and then some black flake. And it's an absolutely stunning color. We'll get a better a view of it here in a minute. And when I was filming that video, I said I'm going to save this and color match it. And it's a great day for that. So we're still on the road to recovery from the virus, feeling pretty good. Yeah, looking forward to seeing if we can match this color. I think we have all the things that we need. So I think we can do a pretty good job here. I think it's a gorgeous color. I actually don't remember what it's called. I'd have to go back and watch that video. But anyone making baits at home, this is definitely one you want to try. It's a stunner. I mean, it's like a sprayed grass or an Okeechobee Magic. It's just like a boom, eyeball catching color. And to my knowledge, I've never put this exact combination together. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Don't forget, Teespring link down below. You can get some shirts, hats, jackets, whatever you want if you want to support the channel. I will absolutely be grateful. So anyway, let's hop on in and see what we're doing today. Be sure to stay tuned for the end of this video to see this video's color of the day. So in today's video, we're going to be taking the dual injector, okay, and then we're going to be dual injecting laminate colors, where you are blending one color next to another, often on top of each other. So laminating is definitely a tricky thing to learn at first. So if you're new to soft plastics, or maybe if you're struggling getting your laminates clean, check out my video called, I believe it's called The Guide to Laminates, okay? So if you just go on YouTube, just search laminate soft plastic baits, you'll definitely find those videos very quickly, and that will really give you an in-depth discussion and demonstration on how to get good laminates. So a little bit of housekeeping here before we actually really take a hard look at this color. If I can get it in focus, there we go. So my 6-inch open pore swim bait molds, we actually just hit the 1-year anniversary of the release of this mold. So I actually got the first set of these, so these are as old as they can possibly be, so to speak. So I mean, these molds are now over a year old, and y'all know how much I have used them. And recently, I've been really wanting to get to try to, I guess, revive the finish right. Not necessarily how clean I can get the exterior. You know, I don't want them to be just completely disgusting, but the actual finish of the cavity. Just after so many times of pouring and then heating these molds up on the griddle, you're just baking in plastic residue, any dirt and grime that may fall in the molds, you know, but because they sit open like that, contaminants can get in. You don't really see that much with your injection molds because they're more closed off. And so every time you heat this mold, you're just literally baking whatever contaminants might be in, and they also oxidize. Aluminum oxidizes, which will dull your finish. So I tried so many things, so many cleaners, pressure washing, all types of things. White vinegar, okay? Literally, dipping a toothbrush in white vinegar, scrubbing the heck out of this, especially down into that tail section. You know, because if you've ever taken your baits out too soon, maybe you might rip the tails or rip something up here by the eye socket. but you want your finish to be clean. That way you can take that mold apart and none of the plastic really wants to stick to it. White vinegar on a toothbrush has completely just revamped my mold finish. I mean, that is absolutely shiny and stunning. My baits are coming out more shiny. And yeah, if you have some dirty molds that need the finish revived, you can do this on your injection molds. Scrub it with some white vinegar, make sure to rinse them off real well and dry them off. It did wonders for my mold finish. Okay, so we have 4 cups here of the Dead On Plastics, of course. This is the black bucket sinking stuff in the swim bait blend. So 2 cups here, 2 cups there, and I think we can make plenty of things with 4 cups. So here's the actual bait. Let's take a look. Let's get a good look at this thing. And if you kind of look at it without your hand walking it, you can kind of see some of the color, right? There's your purple June bug. And what I like about this particular bait, why I saved this one, is that the laminate was kind of so strange. Why is this not focusing? Yeah, there we go. You can see this side got the green pumpkin side. This claw got more of the June bug. So anyway, you have a green pumpkin side with some little gold. Then you have that June bug side. And I love how this side, these little legs here, got the green pumpkin. That side, they got the June bug. So a really awesome looking bait. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start it in the punch crawl, because that's kind of the closest thing that I have. Obviously the pinchers here are not even close to being the same thing, but it has the 2 little legs on either side. So we're going to start with some molds similar to it, but I want to see this in some other things. So we're not just going to run punch bug, ecto crawl, stinger, because we do that a lot. We're going to make this in some other shapes. All right, so we have all 4 cups in there, and that's going to take a minute. So we will meet y'all back in 8 minutes and see where we're at. In the meantime, we're going to get our dual injector out, get everything else ready, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so again, I need a green pumpkin side with tiny gold flake. Why aren't we focusing today? Tiny gold flake, some medium black flake, and then basically June bug. So here we go. We're going to do the June bug first. We're going to use my favorite June bug color base, Lureworks Black Grape. We're going to put a ton of it in there. Really want it rich. And let's get it stirred in here. Yeah, I've got to reheat that one. It's already starting to set up on me. Look at that. And now we're going to use some small green. This is 0.015. And we're going to do a half teaspoon. And then another half teaspoon. Lots of flake. And that's basically it for our June bug. Very simple. Simple and effective. Alright, so there it is. Just like that. Now the other side might require a little more thought, but I think we can pull it off with Green Pumpkin 109. Another Lureworks color. It's the perfect sort of shade of brown green pumpkin that this looks like. And I really think this is all we'll need. Now you can always add green or add brown to your green pumpkin to get it however you want. You know, you certainly don't have to use pigments straight out of the bottle, and a lot of the time we don't. You know, we're always blending colors together to build a color. You know, I always stress on this channel, particularly with hand pouring, that you're building a color, either with the colors that you put in your plastic or pouring layers to build a pattern, to build color layers. That right there looks about like it. This is small gold, okay? So we're gonna put a lot of that in. It's a very heavily flaked color, it seems. Let's see where that gets us. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, looking good there. Again, you have the June bug side and then that side. That's actually a smaller diameter gold flake. I don't have that size. I have this size, which is a little bit bigger, and then I have a size actually even smaller than that, but I chose to go with the bigger size because it would be more visible. And I think it will give us the best overall color profile to match. And now we're going to add some black flake, okay? I'll show you what this is. Commonly you see 0.035, but you can use this 0.04. It's pretty much indistinguishable, so I think that is it. Yeah, pretty. I think we have gotten close, so we're gonna go ahead and go with this for a first run. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run a punch crawl and an ecto crawl, and if we have the color right, then we're gonna move on to some worms and some other molds that have nothing to do with creatures and crawls. All right, got our dual injector blending block, and here we go. That looks really good. Let me show it to you. And there is our blending block view of the day. Looking really good. I'm feeling pretty good about this, y'all. It might not be perfect, and really you never do get them perfect because you're not using the exact same mold, the exact same plastic, the exact same colors, pigments, etc. But what's great about the world of home bait making is that we have access to so many resources now. You can pretty much make anything you want. All right, let's see how we did. We're gonna look at the punch crawl first, and then the ecto crawl over there. Join me, drum roll please. Let's see if we got it close. All right. That thing's stuck now. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a look. I like it. I like it. But I think the June bug needs to be stronger. So if we look at our sample, let's get our sample out. And again, it's a different color. They're using a different color green flake, right? So right off the bat, I actually do not have that shade of green flake. If we look closely, you can see my green flake looks maybe a little bit more blue than theirs. I think the green pumpkin side is pretty close. You know what? I actually put too much gold flake in there. Theirs looks a lot more dark brown than mine. I like mine better, but the June bug on mine is not, it's like it's not coming through enough. I'm not seeing enough purple. I wanted to see more purple in these little legs. So like if you look at the legs here, that looks, it's more rich. There's more purple there. I thought I had gotten the June bug really rich. Let's look at the, oops. Let's look at the other one here. Let's look at the ecto crawls and see if they look any different. We're definitely going to add some more purple, some more black grape to the June bug side, for sure. All right. See how we did. Okay, yeah, these show the June bug much better. Let's take a look here. I'm already seeing a little bit more purple in some of the extremities. So if we look here on the ecto crawls, you can see in those legs right here, these tentacles. It just kind of looks as if the June bug shows up better. And sometimes it depends on the mold. Not every mold is going to showcase a color as well as the mold next to it. But that's really good, actually. That's really good. Let's find the sample here. Yeah, I definitely completely flubbed the green pumpkin side. I put way too much gold in there. I got gold happy. But the overall kind of color profile, I mean, look at that. This is one of the things I love most about laminates, particularly in a mold like this that's not symmetrical, is look at how it kind of displays the color. You've got some legs that are the green pumpkin. Only 2 legs over here are the June bug. That one's more green pumpkin. You have the June bug and the claws. I mean, you know, you flip it over, you can kind of see all the color blends no matter what angle you look at it from. Okay, a couple new molds here. Not going to tell you what they are yet, but they are not crawls or creatures. So we're going to see what this color does in a few different shapes, and I'm feeling good. I think they're going to look pretty awesome. Here we go. All right, what are these 2 molds here? Jerk baits. I'm liking it. Let's get them out. Oh, that's killer. Look at that. That's super cool. It's not what I would like first think if I just wanted to make a bunch of jerk baits. I probably wouldn't pick this color, but I wanted to see what it did in other molds, and I have to say, that is sweet. Let's get out the other ones, because those right there are absolute stunners. I want to see somebody out there in bait land make this color and run it in some crazy stuff, because I want to see what a wide variety of molds looks like here. Wow, this is actually growing on me by the second. Those are absolute hot. That's hotness. Wow. I wish I remember what Gambler called the color, but what should we call the color? Because we didn't actually match their color all the way. Remember, we put too much gold in it. So this is our own color. It's a happy accident. All right, I said I wanted to look at these in a worm, or look at this color in a worm, and we are going to look at it in a super big worm. This is a 13-inch ribbon tail. All right. Okay, let's get it a little closer. Yeah. Now you can see where the tails get thin, the June bug gets lost. That looks like green pumpkin with gold and green flake in it now. If you flip it over to the June bug side, you're really not catching much June bug left in there. So because whenever I took out the punch crawls, if you remember a few moments ago, I was thinking, well, I need to thicken up that June bug. Then when I looked at the ecto crawl, I said, no, I don't need to thicken up the June bug. So the jerk baits that we just looked at, and now these worms, this is the same June bug. I have not altered it. So I think maybe if you're going to make a color like this, or this exact color, and you know you're going to make it in a worm that gets real flat, I think maybe thicken up the June bug. All right, for the final round of testing out this color, we're going to go action worm, drop shot worm. It's a completely different worm than a ribbon tail. It doesn't have like a flat tail section. So for those of you who have not seen the action worm, it's a brand new mold from Angling AI. And then we're also going to go to a frog, okay? Then we're going to go back to the ecto crawl and see what's up there. Well, that action worm looks pretty awesome. Let's look at it kind of from the side where you can see how it laminated the 2 colors. So we've got the June bug on top, then the green pumpkin gold side on the bottom. This mold really makes laminates look awesome. Check that out. Yeah, really cool. I love the way that it blends color there, as you can see. So yeah, that's the Angling AI action worm. They actually have a larger size of this coming. So those who want a little bit more size on their drop shot, there is a mold coming for you. There it is, the Atomic Toad. let's get one out, kind of let you see both sides here. I've always really liked the way that the feet on this mold blend the color. You can kind of see, unlike that worm, you can still see the June bug side and then the green pumpkin side. So that, to me, that did a really good job. This is the AI Atomic Toad. Also have a custom frog mold, but I wanted to show it in this frog simply because of those feet. I just thought it would blend the color a little bit more than my custom frog. And we did one more round of ecto craws because I thought those actually probably displayed the color best. This, the jerkbait, and the action worm to me were really spectacular. So yeah, now we're going to lay them out and look at them. But next up, color of the day. Okay, so for today's color of the day, we're going to be making something that I kind of loosely refer to as cherry seed. So we have some more Black Bucket swim bait blend here. This is the same blend that we've been using pretty much all day. Now, traditionally, I would use LureWorks Cherry Red. You can use MF Rudfin Red. You can use a variety of reds, but I thought, hey, this will be good. A good way to show some more footage with the red rum color from Dead On, which kind of has like a purpley hue to it, which kind of looks like cherries in a way. But the key is we don't want much. So we're going to see where this gets us, because we want it to be very, very see-through. Okay, definitely need a little bit more than that. This is medium black flake. And when you don't make the red super thick, you kind of get that effect right there. Cherry seed, so to speak. And it's about as simple as it comes. However, it's going to look awesome in a good old-fashioned finesse worm mold. Check it out. Look at that. Just so simple. So just easy peasy simple, but so gorgeous. And I mean, I love that red rum. It looks red, purple, and pink all at the same time. So whatever Travis Crossman put in there is a very awesome combination. There it is. This is today's color of the day. Cherry seed. Probably many ways to do it. This is just one. But man, that red rum is so dynamic, you know. But also, like a cherry red from LureWorks works really well. Just bear in mind that LureWorks pigment will bleed horribly. So do not put those baits in with any others. Anyway, that's today's color of the day. All right, everybody. There is the spread, plus or minus a few baits here and there. But we have everything that we did. We have the ecto craws. We have a few of our punch bugs. We have our action worms, our 13-inch mega worms. We have our jerk baits, of course, and then our atomic toads. And then, of course, the sample here in the middle. Overall, I'm actually really happy with it. You know, the only thing I would change is the gold flake. I would use less gold flake because there's less gold flake. Other than that, as you can see, it fits right in with everything around it. It is the color. It is the color profile. A little bit different color green flake here. And like I said, overdid it on the gold flake. But, you know, that was our first time. So as you can see, you know, it's a very attractive color. It works in everything. Nothing here is a dud. I would say my least favorite is the ribbon tail worm. But if you want to try a simple color that really looks good in everything, I think you'll really enjoy something like this. Definitely give it a shot. I had a blast working with it today, and I know that you will too at home. And if you don't make baits and you just find this stuff interesting, also thank you for watching. Every view counts. So with that said, please comment down below which one was your favorite. Okay, everybody, really don't have a long outro today. Like I hinted in the most recent video where we did the 3-layer triple injection fire craws, we do have an exciting video coming up featuring some very cool heavy machinery that's going to assist us with running mass injection and a few more other things. It's going to be really cool. This past week I was not able to go get the parts for it, so I got to go get a few more things and then we'll be ready to roll. But I hope y'all found this video fun, maybe even educational or insightful. Again, if you want to learn more about how to do laminates, check out my laminate guide video. But anyway, let me know which ones you liked best. If you have any color suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. We're out of here.